Today, we are diving into something that is set to change the future for millions of students all across India. I'm talking about the National Education Policy 2020. Now, this isn't just some minor update. It's the biggest overhaul of the country's education system in more than 30 years, and honestly, it's packed with some pretty radical ideas. So, let's get right into it.
So, if you're a parent, a student, or a teacher, this isn't some abstract government document. No, this is a roadmap for a totally new kind of educational journey, right from the first day of preschool all the way to high school graduation. But what does that journey actually look like? And what's it really going to mean for you and your family?
To really get your head around how big of a deal this is, you have to understand, they didn't just put a fresh coat of paint on the old system. This is a brand new blueprint, designed from the ground up, specifically for a new century.
Let this sink in for a second. In the entire history of modern India, there have only been 3 major national education policies. And this one? Well, it's the very first one that's been built from scratch for the kind of challenges and opportunities that we face in the 21st century.
A change this massive doesn't happen overnight, right? This policy was actually years in the making. It all started with committee work way back in 2015, which led to a detailed draft by a team headed by a former chief of India's space agency, and it finally got the green light from the cabinet in 2020. It was a long road to get here, for sure.
Okay, now let's get to the part that's going to affect every single student out there, the complete redesign of the school structure itself. This is probably the biggest and most visible change in the entire policy.
For decades, we've all known the simple formula, the 10+2 system. Well, the NEP 2020 basically throws that right out the window. It's being replaced with this new 5+3+3+4 structure. And the most radical change here? Formal schooling now officially begins at age 3, which is a huge acknowledgement of just how critical those early years are for a child's development.
So, what does this new student journey actually look like? Well, it's broken down into 4 distinct stages. It kicks off with the foundational stage, which is all about learning through play and discovery. From there, students move to the preparatory stage to really build up the basics. The middle stage then brings in more specialized subjects, and it all culminates in the secondary stage, which allows for deep, multidisciplinary study.
So if you add it all up, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, you get a seamless 15-year educational journey for every child. It starts in those crucial early years at age 3 and guides them all the way through to age 18.
So, why this huge push to start formal education at age 3? Well, it all comes down to brain science. Research shows that a staggering 85% of a child's cumulative brain development happens before they even turn 6. This policy is basically saying, hey, that is a golden window of opportunity, and we can't afford to waste it.
All right, so we've looked at the new blueprint for the school years. But what does it actually feel like to be a student in this new system? Let's take a peek inside the classroom to see what's changing on a day-to-day basis.
The changes inside the classroom are just as radical, believe me. It's all about making learning more hands-on and more personal. For instance, starting in class 6, students will get to try out vocational skills, things like coding or even carpentry. Those rigid walls between science, arts, and commerce, they're coming down, giving students a lot more choice. There's also a huge emphasis on learning in their own mother tongue, and there will be new check-in assessments in classes 3, 5, and 8 to track progress without all the pressure of high-stakes exams. Now, here's an acronym you're going to fear a lot when people talk about this policy: ECCE. It stands for Early Childhood Care and Education, and that's the official name for that incredibly important new foundational stage of learning for kids from age 3 to 8.
But this policy goes way beyond the classroom. It also sets some huge, really ambitious goals for the entire nation. So let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture targets this policy is aiming for over the next decade.
To make all these changes happen, you need resources. The policy calls for a major investment. It recommends boosting public spending on education to 6% of India's GDP. That's a serious financial commitment, and it's designed to fuel this whole transformation.
The first big deadline is right around the corner, 2025. The mission is that by then, every single child in class 3 and up will have mastered the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic.
And if we look even further out, the goal gets even bigger. The policy sets a target of achieving universal literacy for the entire country by the year 2030.
So, we've seen the new structure, the changes in the classroom, and these ambitious national goals. But what's the big idea here? What's the core philosophy that ties this all together?
And how does this grand vision actually become a reality?
At its heart, the whole idea is really simple but also really powerful. It's time to move away from just memorizing facts and being stuck in rigid subjects. The goal is a system that's holistic, focusing on the whole student, one that's flexible so they can actually forge their own path, and one that's multidisciplinary because, well, real-world problems don't come in neat little academic boxes, do they? And you know, this isn't just theory. The policy is already being put into practice. Karnataka actually became the very first state to start rolling out these changes, beginning that long, complex process of turning these ambitious ideas into a classroom reality.
And all of this brings us to the final and most crucial question. With its deep focus on early childhood, practical skills, and flexible learning, this isn't just another new policy. It's one of the biggest, most ambitious educational experiments happening anywhere in the world today. And how it all unfolds? Well, that won't just change our classrooms. It's going to define the future of India itself.